Ollie thought laziness was harmless. That was the biggest lie he ever believed. Because laziness doesn't destroy your life in one day, it destroys it slowly, quietly. One missed opportunity at a time, one wasted morning at a time, one excuse at a time. At first, Ollie didn't notice the damage. Sleeping late felt relaxing. Scrolling endlessly felt normal. Avoiding difficult work felt comfortable. And comfort always feels good in the beginning. That's why so many people stay trapped inside it. Ollie was only 19, young enough to dream, but old enough to know he was wasting time. Every night he imagined a better future, a stronger body, a successful life, money, confidence, freedom. But imagination was the only place those things existed. Because every morning, laziness stole them back. His alarm rang at 6 a.m. He opened his eyes. For a brief second, he remembered his goals. Then laziness whispered softly, "Sleep a little longer." And every time, he listened. 1 hour became 3. Morning became afternoon. Another productive day disappeared before it even started. And strangely, Ollie always convinced himself tomorrow would be different. That's the dangerous thing about laziness. It sells hope without requiring action. It makes you believe there's still time. You can start later. One more day won't matter. But days become weeks. Weeks become years. And suddenly, your life looks nothing like your dreams. Ollie spent most of his time on his phone, scrolling, watching others succeed while doing nothing himself. Successful entrepreneurs, fitness transformations, motivational speeches. For a few minutes, he felt inspired. Then he closed the app and stayed exactly the same. That cycle repeated every day. Motivation without movement, dreams without discipline, plans without execution. One evening, Ollie sat in a crowded restaurant with old friends. Everyone talked about their progress. One friend had started earning. Another was improving in university. Another had transformed physically. Ollie smiled and pretended to be happy for them. But inside, he felt something painful. Regret. Not because they were ahead, because he knew he could have been growing too. But instead of building his future, he had wasted years choosing comfort. That night, Ollie walked home alone. Cold wind moved through empty streets. His headphones played soft music. And for the first time in a long time, he felt ashamed of himself. Not because he was failing, because he wasn't even trying. When he got home, he looked around his room. Clothes everywhere. Food wrappers on the desk. Dust covering old books he once promised himself he would read. The room reflected his habits. Messy. Undisciplined. Neglected. Ollie sat on the edge of his bed, staring into darkness. Then quietly whispered, "What is happening to me?" No answer came. Only silence. At 2:43 a.m., while scrolling mindlessly again, Ollie saw a quote. "Laziness kills dreams before failure ever can." He froze. Something about that sentence felt personal. Painfully personal. Because Ollie realized something terrifying. He wasn't losing to lack of talent. He wasn't losing to bad luck. He was losing to himself. That realization hit harder than any insult ever could. The next morning, his father knocked on his door. "Still sleeping?" he asked. Ollie pretended not to hear him. But deep down, the embarrassment burned. He hated feeling behind in life.